You're 30 years old. And you're broke. Not, oops, I overdrafted again broke. Not, maybe I'll skip brunch this weekend broke. I'm talking about the kind of broke where you understand compound interest. You've read the articles, you've seen the charts showing how $500 invested at 25 becomes $50,000 at 65, but your bank account looks like a crime scene. You're old enough to know you should have started yesterday, young enough to feel the countdown timer burning into your chest. Your high school friend just posted a photo in front of their new house. You're avoiding eye contact with your landlord because rent is due in 3 days and your account says $147. And somewhere deep down, you wonder, am I just undisciplined? Am I the problem? No, you're not. You're playing a game where someone changed the rules and didn't tell you. Here's what they don't put on motivational Instagram posts. In 1990, the median home in America cost 2.9 times the median household income. By 2026, it's 5.8 times. Read that again. Your parents bought a house on a single income while your mom stayed home with the kids. You're working 2 side hustles and still can't afford the down payment on a studio apartment. The median U.S. home is now $359,000. The median household income, $83,730. You're not failing. The math is failing you. Housing expenses now consume over 42% of median household income, well above the 30% economists consider sustainable. Your parents paid 20%. You're paying double, with wages that haven't kept pace. And yet, every personal finance guru wants to talk to you about cutting lattes. Let's get brutal for a second. If you're earning $45,000 a year and you're spending $43,000, saving $2,000 by cutting lattes will not build wealth. You don't have a spending problem. You have an income problem. And the advice you've been given, just be more disciplined, track every penny, use a budgeting app, is designed for people who already have a gap between what they earn and what they spend. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, discipline is not your enemy. The gap is. The gap is the space between what you earn and what your ego demands you spend. Not what you need to spend, what your ego demands. Your ego wants the nice apartment in the trendy neighborhood. Your ego wants the car that doesn't make you feel like a failure. Your ego wants to split the bill at dinner without calculating if you can afford the appetizer. Ego is expensive. Freedom is cheap. Your mission for the next 732 days, 2 years, 24 months, is to freeze your lifestyle while aggressively increasing your income. This is not minimalism. This is not live like a monk forever. This is a tactical sprint. You're going to live like a broke college student for 2 years so you don't spend the next 40 years in financial prison. For 732 days, you are going to be weird. You're going to be the person who lives with roommates when everyone else is getting their own place, drives a 15-year-old Honda when your coworkers lease BMWs, says no to the bachelor party in Miami, meal preps on Sunday while your friends are brunching for $47. You're going to be weird. And in 2 years, you're going to be free. Because the alternative is being 40 and still saying, I'll figure it out next year, while watching the window of opportunity slam shut. Every dollar of new income you generate in the next 732 days must be funneled in this exact order. If you have credit card debt at 24% APR, paying that off is your investment strategy. You cannot out-earn 24% interest. Kill it first. Build a $2,000 emergency buffer. Not a 6-month emergency fund, not $10,000, $2,000. This is your overdraft fee prevention fund. The $35 overdraft fee when your account hits negative is a tax on being poor. Stop paying it. $2,000 breaks the cycle. It's the difference between a flat tire being an inconvenience versus a financial catastrophe. Once debt is dead and the buffer exists, every new dollar goes into assets. Index funds, skills that increase your earning power, a side business that generates cash flow. No new car, no bigger apartment, no rewarding yourself. Not yet. You can't budget your way to wealth when you're starting at $45,000. You need to manufacture income. In 2016, learning video editing, copywriting, or data analysis took 1,000 hours. In 2026, with AI tools, it takes 100. You can learn AI-assisted copywriting, video editing, data analysis, or web design in 90 days and charge $75 an hour as a freelancer. The arbitrage is this: the market still pays as if these skills take 1,000 hours to learn. They don't. Remote work is the greatest wealth-building tool of your generation. Get hired by a company in San Francisco, New York, or Seattle. Live somewhere cheaper. You earn high cost of living wages and pay low cost of living rent. You just created tens of thousands of dollars a year in gap. That's your down payment. If you live to 80, age 40 is halftime. Right now, you're deep into the first half. The first half of the game, you were figuring out the rules. You were told to go to college, get a degree, get a job, and everything would work out. It didn't, because the rules changed. But halftime is when you adjust the strategy. You have 10 years, from 30 to 40, to decide whether the second half of your life is lived in freedom or financial prison. The second half of life is better, but only if you make the move now. So here's the challenge. Be weird for 732 days. Live cheap, drive old, say no to the pressure that keeps you broke. Because in 732 days, you're going to own assets instead of liabilities. You're going to have investments, not panic. 2 years of discomfort in exchange for decades of freedom. The alternative is staying stuck, waiting for next year, while the window closes. The countdown timer is running, but you're not out of time. Not yet. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing by the old rules, or are you going to be weird for 732 days and build the freedom everyone said wasn't possible? The clock is ticking. Make the move.